For over 25 years, Cristiano Ronaldo has lived for one thing: football.
Young Ronaldo.
He has just bundles and bundles of talent.
So when World Cup 2026 finally ends, who does Cristiano Ronaldo become? And in the next 8 minutes, we're going to find out. Will he become a coach or club owner? Or maybe he will choose family and business over football. But before that, I want you to watch this video.
I'm you from the future.
Does that mean we made it? We became a footballer?
Of course. We built wonderful things together.
This was Cristiano Ronaldo's final World Cup. Millions of fans think the hardest day of Ronaldo's career was losing his final World Cup. I don't. I think the hardest day comes the morning after. Because for the first time in over 2 decades, Cristiano Ronaldo wakes up with nowhere to train, no match to prepare for, no World Cup left to chase. So, what happens next? Everyone remembers Cristiano Ronaldo lifting trophies, but almost a skinny teenager from Sporting CP with impossible dreams and absolutely no guarantee he would ever make it. Then came Manchester United. The world discovered a fearless kid with blistering pace, dazzling skills, and an obsession with becoming the best. Then came Real Madrid, where good enough was never enough. Season after season, goal after goal, record after record, Cristiano Ronaldo didn't just become a superstar. He became football's biggest obsession. Then Italy called, a new league, a new challenge, and somehow the goals kept coming. Most people thought Saudi Arabia would be the final chapter. Instead, he helped change football forever. One transfer opened the door for some of the biggest stars in the world to follow. And through every club, through every record, through every triumph, one thing never changed. Portugal, the badge he carried with more pride than any other. Every tournament, every anthem, every chance to bring glory home. For more than 2 decades, Cristiano Ronaldo chased greatness every single day. So the real question was never, when will Ronaldo retire? The real question is, what kind of man survives after spending 25 years becoming football's greatest obsession? Because that answer may become the most important chapter of his entire life. But wait, football might actually be only one part of Ronaldo's income. What if I told you football isn't even the end of Ronaldo's story? Because while the world was watching him score goals, Ronaldo was building something much bigger, a brand, CR7. His name moved from football shirts to underwear, from boots to fragrances, from fashion to hotels, from gyms to investments, and eventually into almost every corner of the luxury lifestyle market. But here's what makes this different from most athletes. Ronaldo didn't just become the face of the brand. He became the brand. Every goal increased his fame. Every trophy increased his value. And every follower became another potential customer. Today, his enormous social media audience gives him something most businesses would spend billions trying to build: attention. And attention is money. That means when Ronaldo eventually stops playing, the machine doesn't automatically stop. There are still sponsorships, businesses, products, hotels, investments, and millions of people around the world still watching what he does next. So here's the part nobody talks about. Ronaldo may lose his biggest source of income, the football pitch, but he could gain something even more valuable: time. Time to build, time to invest, time to turn CR7 from the brand of a footballer into a brand that survives the footballer. And if that's true, then the next question becomes, will Ronaldo eventually become more powerful off the pitch than he ever was on it? But there's one thing Ronaldo's money can't buy: control of the game itself. And that's where things get really interesting. What if Ronaldo doesn't just invest in football's future? What if he owns part of it? There's one thing Cristiano Ronaldo has never really had: control. He's controlled games. He's controlled his career. He's controlled his brand. But there's one place where he's always been the player, not the owner. And after football, that could change. Imagine Ronaldo walking into a stadium, not as the number 7, not as the captain, but as the man who owns the club. Now, to be clear, there's no confirmed plan saying Ronaldo is going to buy a football club, but the possibility is fascinating. Could he eventually invest in a club in Portugal? Could Sporting CP, the club where everything began, become part of his business future? Could Saudi Arabia become more than the place where he continued his playing career? Or could Ronaldo eventually look toward another football market entirely, and he wouldn't be the first football superstar to move from the pitch to the boardroom? Former players have already shown that football careers can evolve into ownership, investment, and executive roles, because once you've spent decades understanding how the game works, the next step isn't necessarily leaving football. It could be owning a piece of it, and that's what makes Ronaldo's future so interesting. He doesn't need to prove he can become the world's best player anymore. He already did that. The question now is, could he become one of football's most powerful businessmen? And if Ronaldo eventually moves from playing the game to controlling the game, then we're no longer talking about retirement. We're talking about a completely different career. But there's another question. Would Ronaldo actually want to be a coach? What do you think? Let me know in comments. There is one team Ronaldo may never truly retire from, Portugal, because for more than 2 decades, he didn't just wear that shirt. He carried it through victories, through heartbreak, through criticism, and through nights when an entire country looked toward one man. Ronaldo kept answering, but eventually, there will be no next World Cup, no next European Championship, no next Ronaldo the player, but they could still need Ronaldo. Imagine a future where he's no longer inside the dressing room as a teammate, but inside it as a mentor, helping young forwards understand something no statistics can teach, what it feels like to carry an entire nation on your shoulders. Maybe he becomes a national team ambassador. Maybe he works within Portuguese football. Maybe he helps develop the next generation. Or maybe he simply becomes the person young Portuguese players call when they need advice. None of that is confirmed, but his influence doesn't disappear when his boots come off, because somewhere in Portugal, there's already a kid dreaming of becoming the next number 7, and one day, that kid may walk or and wear the same badge Ronaldo wore for so long. Ronaldo won't be playing beside him, but perhaps he'll be the reason that kid knows what's possible. And that's the strange thing about legacy. You don't keep it by playing forever. You keep it by giving someone else the chance to continue it. And that brings us to the part of Ronaldo's future nobody talks about. For 25 years, the world has known Cristiano Ronaldo as a machine. Train, recover, score, repeat. But what happens when there is no next match? Imagine waking up, and for the first time in your adult life, you don't have to train for tomorrow. No recovery session, no tactical meeting, no flight to the next stadium, no pressure to prove you're still the best, just life. And that's where the man behind Ronaldo finally becomes more important than the footballer. His children, his family, Georgina, the people who have watched the man behind the number 7, not just the superstar everyone else sees. For years, football demanded almost everything from Ronaldo: time, energy, sacrifice, and eventually, retirement could give something back. Time with his children, time away from the stadium, time to build his businesses, time to travel, time to simply be Cristiano, without millions of people asking him to be Ronaldo. But there's another side to that freedom, because when your entire identity has been built around being the best, when there is nothing left to prove, that's the battle very few people see. Maybe that's why the next chapter could be more difficult than the last, because becoming Cristiano Ronaldo took 25 years. But discovering who Cristiano Ronaldo is without football could take the rest of his life. And perhaps that's the real question we've been asking all along. When the greatest chapter of his football career ends, what will Ronaldo choose to become next? The next chapter won't be measured by goals at all. It'll be measured by the people he inspires after football ends.